I'm Curtis Dorwart, the Vocational Products Marketing Manager for Mack Trucks. And I'd like to take a little time today to talk about the new Mack LR model and some of its features and benefits. The LR model will replace the TerraPro low entry in 2015. And what better place to start than right from the top? We have a brand new roof stamping. Gives a little bit of extra headroom, and it incorporates flush LED marker lights, which are less prone to being damaged by tree limbs or anything like that. And the great thing about LEDs, they use a lot less current. So batteries and charging systems don't have to work as hard. Coming down just a little bit lower, we've added a much larger drip rail. So water evacuates much more efficiently than it did on the previous TerraPro low entry. Moving down, we have very large flat glass rope pull windshields. Very easy to replace in a very, very short amount of time. So it's all about a number of cost of ownership issues here between the windshield, the marker lamps, but it even gets better as we move down. The wiper motors are serviceable very easily from the front. Moving down to the grille, it's a very large grille and has thumb screws for ease of service. So it's very easy to take off the grille to do service of the front engine PTO drive shaft or the steering shaft or anything else that needs to be done. And everything is enclosed behind the grille as far as a PTO pump. So there's nothing sticking out in front that may cause a collision hazard or any other sort of issue that may happen doing your normal collection route. If we move down to the bumper, we have 3 different bumper configurations available in the LR model. You have what we call the standard low profile bumper, which is a little bit proud of the front closing cross member. And we also have a flush mounted bumper for things like a carry can. Also available as a 4-inch extended bumper for a non-front end loader application. So we've added a number of different bumper options. And the thinking behind that is depending on the customer, he can have a bumper that better fits his application. So you see the headlamp bezels are proud of the cab sheet metal. Headlamp protection is available, as well as LED headlamps, standard with LED marker lights. Cab corner protectors, energy absorbing material, which helps to absorb any kind of damage that could be caused by hitting carts or containers in tight spaces. So these are some of the things that we've done up front that add additional value and additional enhancements to total cost of ownership. You'll notice that the LR model has breakaway style mirrors, which allow a little give and take here so that you're not damaging any door sheet metal. Also, these mirrors are power and heated standard, and standard is a convex mirror, a large convex mirror. Moving down, we have a large peep window, large door handles, and they also sit proud of the sheet metal. So again, it's a matter of protecting the sheet metal and body damage, cost of ownership, improving cost of ownership. Well, let's take a look at what goes on inside. You'll notice that the LR model has very large grab handles on the outside, a large grab handle here, and a large grab handle up here on the A-pillar. Makes it very easy to do 3 points of contact in entry and exit. And also we preserved our low 17 inches of step height. Armrests, standard. Power windows and door locks, standard. Moving up to the top here, you notice some of our air conditioning vents. There's a total of 16 vents in the LR model to provide good airflow for both heating, cooling, and defrosting. And all of that's coming down from a brand new HVAC unit, climate unit, which is contained down here. Steering wheels, 18 or 16-inch steering wheel. And yes, tilt and telescopic steering column is standard. Connected to that steering column is a gauge pod, which is connected to the column, and it moves with the column. The column also has a color LCD display in it. So it gives very good visibility so the driver is safe, visibility to the front in front of you, as well as the gauges. and also has the switches here which allow you to scroll through the menu, and it's very simple, like a Rolodex, like a cell phone, where you enter and you can then scroll up or down the selections. Moving down, we have suspended pedals. So no longer do you have a treadle valve on the floor there, which is very susceptible to getting dirt and debris inside and then causing an issue with brakes hanging up or brakes not working properly. So that's a really great enhancement to overall cost of ownership here. Have a much more maintenance-free environment there with having the suspended pedals. It also gives you a little bit of extra tow room up there up front. And all LRs have this skid-resistant material as a standard feature. A number of different seats available for the LR, which provides additional driver comfort. And again, a comfortable driver is a productive driver. The cab is 4 inches deeper than the predecessor TerraPro low entry. So it gives you a little bit extra depth to move your seat back. Couple that with the tilt and telescopic steering column and the 16 and 18-inch steering wheel availability, you can fit a much broader range of drivers. Also notice that there's some storage options, some additional storage options in the LR that weren't in the TerraPro low entry. Here you just see some of them here, or one of them, the storage nets. There's storage nets on either side, but there's a lot more going on storage-wise and driver environment-wise up inside the cab. So why don't we take a look and see what's going on up there. So now we'll take a look at some of the additional storage features of the LR model. On the back wall is an optional storage unit here where you can hang a trash bag, put some other paperwork in there, a little bungee on here. So again, some additional storage options here that you do not have in the TerraPro low entry. And again, another opportunity for the driver to keep less clutter in here and driver productivity. Moving down, we have a large lunch pail area with some rods here to allow to strap whatever you have in that area. And then moving forward, an area here that you can keep your portable electronic devices or pens. We have binding post as well as 12-volt power outlets. And I don't know if you noticed, we also have 2 cup holders and 2 2-liter bottle holders. At the back, on both sides, you have provision to put a 2-liter bottle as well as a cup holder on each side. As we move down the dash, you see some of the areas that we've preserved for the body upfitters. So you can, the body companies can install their switches in this area as well as on either side of the armrest. So you'll notice that you do not see any exposed controllers, any exposed wiring. We've made provisions for the body installers to be able to conceal and package their controls in an uncluttered way. And that's less prone to having some sort of an incident with a wire or a connector being knocked out during normal route operation. So that's again another enhancement to total cost of ownership. A much cleaner install, which keeps the sight lines open to the side glass as well as the B-pillar glass, which is also something that's new for the LR model. And that gives excellent cross-car visibility, especially when you see traffic coming at you, coming down a ramp, or anything of that nature. So it's a completely wrap around B-pillar glass, which is standard in the LR model. All of your controls for your normal things like lights, hazard flashers, power windows, and door locks are all contained up here in this particular area. Now notice radio, Bluetooth radio standard. So keeping yourself entertained while on routes, not a problem. And here's the control head for our new climate system. It has a number of different modes between straight on, bi-flow, floor only, defrost. 4 different blower settings, recirculation mode, and also a special button right here for control of the air vents on the backside. And you'll notice that there are vents on either side to the backside, and that gives a little bit of extra airflow to the driver toward the back of the neck, which adds additional comfort. And again, a comfortable driver is a productive driver. All of the fuses and relays are moved up top now, so they're out of harm's way. So that's a great feature there for simplicity of maintenance and troubleshooting, that your electrical circuits are all on top of this plate here. And this is a steel plate held in simply by 4 screws here, and is available for the body companies to install additional equipment should they so desire. But we also give generous reinforcement up here in the overhead to be able to mount displays or anything else that may be required. If you have a natural gas unit, the methane detection system is also up in this overhead area. And we provided also channeling between the windshields here to allow the body companies to install their wiring down inside the dash. So you notice that it's very clean overall install. So you don't have, again, the problems with having stuff hanging in the breeze and getting clipped or caught and causing you downtime. Power and heated mirrors are standard. But there's also another great feature, which is the memory mirror feature. In the center of the dash is the control, which is standard on every LR, and this is a left or right, very similar to a passenger car. But the great feature here with the memory feature is right here, this switch here. 2 position, M1, M2, and it's very simple to operate. You can just position your switch, the left side mirror. I can move that to where I want it. And then when I got it where I want it, I just push and hold one of the positions. So once the memory mirror is set, simply a matter of pressing the memory 1, and you'll see the mirror moves all by itself. And on the roof, you'll notice that got a nice padded headliner, and look at this, LED interior lights, all standard. Also available is a side curtain sun visor. And here in the LR, packaging joystick controls, very easy. We provide the provision for the body installers to mount their controllers. We give them this plate and access to run all their control wires up underneath the dash, down through the pass-through, outside the cab, and then to their body. So it makes for a very, very clean installation and very ergonomically friendly. So of course the armrest is also included. Steering wheel, 16 or 18 available, tilt and telescopic is standard. One last little storage thing to talk about, and that is the storage locker underneath. If you have a right-hand sit-down, we provide a storage locker, which is really great for raincoat, hard hats, any additional things you need to store down there that you want out of the way. 3 points of contact. And the great thing, the LR model is mounted to Mack's venerable chassis. The chassis plus our suspensions and rear axles makes for a great combination. And don't forget the engine, our Mack MP7 325M or 345R, and also the Cummins Westport ISLG available in the LR. So if you want gas or diesel, the LR is available, coupled with our frame system, our Control Link 2, and our body upfit capability, and the fact that we have a support staff in our factory and facilities to be able to help with the initial body ordering and also with the service and the support of the bodybuilder community. So couple that with our 460 service locations and you really have a great winning combination, because at Mack we're very serious about the refuse business, and we're very serious about your uptime, your productivity, and your overall cost of ownership.